You don't know anything about my personal life. You know nothing about my personal life. We've never gone on double dates. We've never hung out. We don't hang out outside of on set. When I've come to set periodically, there's been no personal anything. I've never been to your house. I don't even know where you live.
He took my money. I'm not getting no more payments on my payment in perpetuity with that network. He took my money. He's been abusing me for years. He's been abusing me mentally for years. And I haven't said a word. I've been quiet about it. I haven't said nothing. But now when you're trying to abuse me and make threats and send messages to my phone and do all of that stuff, it's a different story. Now I gotta let the world know you're trying to kill me and you're trying to send attacks on me.
Yo, face! Show your face, please! With sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, since nobody wants to acknowledge what's going on with Zeus and their network, when it comes to almost everybody that does business with them, y'all know we gotta put a microscope on it if no one else wants to. Because at what point are people gonna stop and realize that something just ain't right? I would say it is gonna take for someone to lose their life, but allegedly that already happened. Allegedly, several people who were associated with that network have either came up missing or deceased, and Zeus's name have been involved somehow, some way. Then you have others such as Aaron the Plumber, who have made similar claims as Joseline Hernandez is now doing, where he called them out and claims that allegedly they're also into devil worshiping, degrading the culture as a whole, and many more allegations that we'll get into later. Now, as I always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. It's but so many times different people can accuse you of the same thing before we figure out that they aren't the problem and you just may be the problem. Or those allegations are in fact true. Well, in the latest allegations against Zeus Network, we have Joseline Hernandez, who have been making similar claims as Aaron, and this time it's a little more credible, seeing as though Joseline have been actually a part of the network, having her own show for multiple seasons, so I'm sure she knows a lot of the inner workings behind the scenes. She's accusing them of basically being jealous that she decided to move on to her own network and stopping her payments from previous work done with Zeus. On the flip side, Lemmy has also responded, having claims of his own, and says that no one is trying to stop Joseline from doing her own thing. She just have to do it the right way when it comes to business, because according to him, she breached her contract and that's why payments were stopped. Aside from just the payments, Joseline has also accused him of doing other things to her behind the scenes, which we'll also get into later. Now, if you ask me, it's looking like maybe Lemmy don't want Joseline doing her own thing, of course, because not only is it money out of their pockets, but Joseline will also be considered a big competition. And judging from the success she's had with her previous show on Zeus, and just her being known for reality TV period and having an audience, she isn't just somebody that could be ignored. So we're going to get into everything, and I want to know what y'all think about this at the end. But in the meantime, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
I'm very much in distress. I'm very much going through a lot. This man is trying to kill me. My homeboy Sean is stressed me out, and he thinks I'm going to not use my freedom of speech. Use my freedom of speech for the he's doing to me and been doing to me. You let me. You let me. I'm going to continue you to use my freedom of speech on your. You try to kill me. You try to take me out. And I'm not going to let you do it. You stressing me out every day. You ended up having me in the hospital 2 days ago. And I'm not gonna stop until you do right by me. So everybody, I just want to let y'all know why you hear TV, Way TV, Joseline, Get Money Girls Official, and all the pages. We have to shut off the comments. We have to turn the comments off because the little turd, y'all know who he is over there in the other network that's beefing with us because they scared of little us. Why you hear TV continuing to grow. We have to shut our comments off because he keeps sending his bots. And we know that he's sending the bots and his little company, and that's a federal offense. So he just keeps digging a hole in this case. You keep digging yourself in the hole, like, go pay the people that you owe, because they...
Now, I'm sure most of you already know of Joseline's show that she had on the Zeus network called Joseline's Cabaret, where it was just as similar as Baddies, Bad Girl Club, all in the same algorithm, and the rest of the shows where multiple females are just beating each other up and drinking almost all damn day. With Joseline having a history of being on reality TV already and known as a Puerto Rican princess, she knows a thing or two about the business. Joseline's Cabaret had major success and would run for a couple seasons. However, Joseline wanted to boss up and decided that she would get her own network, start another show, so she could be able to evolve instead of just having a show on someone else's platform for life. Now, according to her, she had an agreement with Zeus where even though she left, she was still supposed to get paid in perpetuity. For y'all that don't know what that is, according to Google, it'll stay quote. A perpetuity is a type of annuity that provides continuous, equal cash flows for an infinite amount of time. In finance, it is used to value specific stocks or projects by calculating the present value of future cash flows. Assuming that whenever her show was aired on their platform, Joseline was supposed to be getting paid. According to her, she would come out and expose that Zeus CEO, Lemuel Plummer, aka Lemmy, stopped her payments. She would go on a lengthy rant as she would speak on what's going on, as she would take to social media to say, quote, stopping my payments because I have my own streaming app and I wanted more for my life than just what I had is illegal. And it's just plain evil. Telling my husband he won't fund our business is illegal. Telling us to take our content down, it's illegal. While I'm pregnant, it is evil. I gave y'all 7 years of my life. My contract, my payments are in perpetuity. But they stop suddenly because I take a picture with someone you fear. I'm a 39-year-old woman that is with child, and you are doing evil to me because you are not able to have my back and do what you want with me. I'm very upset and really uncertain of things right now. We need your support. I made this person legit when it came to giving him real talent, real shows, real stories. He immediately stopped my payments and trying to make me stop my content on Why Are You Here TV. Pray for my unborn because clearly this evil person wants to make us break and possible for something to happen to my unborn kid by putting a stop to something I've earned. But I will pursue my rights to the fullest. I will sell everything I own before I'm in the streets. This evil man is trying to destroy my family and trying to make something bad happen to me and my unborn kid by doing evil things. I've been loyal to this people for 6 years and he stops all my payments, what's belonged to me, because I won't shut down my company. Why Are You Here TV? He is the devil and he is trying to kill me. If anyone can help me in California, ASAP, please hit me up. Right now, it is not the time to fight this quietly, but to be loud and aware that this person is trying to kill me and my unborn kid with no regards of what I've done for him for the past 7 years. I will bring the house down if my payments aren't back immediately. Now, when someone make those type of threats and say those type of words, clearly they know something that they know that the public don't. And this is why she's coming forth and says that she's being loud with it, because if something happens to her and she never did this, we would think that maybe it was just natural. But she's letting it be known that nope, it's nothing natural. And if something does in fact happen to her, allegedly, it may have to do with Zeus. Now in the next slide, she will show that she went to the hospital and she would caption the picture saying, quote, that evil man sent me to the hospital the other night. God is my God. I do not serve Lucifer. In another post, she would go on to say, quote, Surviving Z coming to at Why Are You Here TV soon. Now in the next slide, she also shows that after a post with her and another person from the platform similar to Zeus by the name of Now That's TV would go viral, stating that this is the reason why Lemmy is mad. And that's when he sent her a text stating, quote, Hi Joseline, I saw the Now That's TV post. You're still within the exclusivity period. and you remain tied to the franchise through your ongoing involvement and participation, which makes any engagement with a competing platform a direct conflict and may place you in breach of your contract. Now, according to Joseline, that's when everything started, and since then, her payments have been stopped from them. Lemuel will respond to the allegations himself, as he would take to his IG story, say, quote, "Let me be clear, we believe in the cabaret girls. We see real stars, and we're committed to giving them the platform to actually shine. In our view, they were never truly positioned to outgrow or outshine the lead, and at times were not treated in a way that reflected their value. That's exactly what we're changing. We're not in the business of limiting talent. We're building it. That's why we brought cabaret girls onto Baddies, and we'll continue casting them across multiple Zeus shows to increase their visibility, income, and long-term opportunities. We're not discarding them because someone wants to start their own network. We're investing in them." Now, in the next slide, he will state, quote, "As for everything else, this situation stems from a clear breach of agreement that we've made repeated good faith efforts to resolve privately, respectfully, and calmly. Taking things public with inaccurate and disparaging narratives because the outcome isn't favorable doesn't change the facts." Then in the next slide, he will state, quote, "Joseline, bullying won't work. Manipulation won't work. I'll continue to move with professionalism and respect." In the next slide, he will state, quote, "The idea that she hasn't been paid is ridiculous. She's been paid well beyond standard fees, along with additional support, opportunities, and residual style payments we've consistently honored. From day one, my goal with Zeus was to create more financial upside for our partners. We've done exactly that. What I won't do is ignore repeated breaches. I've tried to handle this privately and respectfully, but instead it's been taken public with disparagement and threats. That doesn't change the facts. And to be clear, I've never attempted to harm anyone, especially Joseline, who could probably beat me up anyway. And I've always treated her and her husband with respect." Now, he will also go on to expose a text message from Joseline's husband, trying to prove that she's been in the hospital, as the text reads, quote, "Good morning. Jay's in the hospital with pregnancy complications. I need some time to talk to her about everything. Would appreciate pausing this discussion until she's good. I had to take her to the ER last night." Then he captioned it saying, quote, "Her husband sent that text on Thursday. So the fact that she posted a hospital pic and tried to make it seem like I had anything to do with her being there is crazy work. I have absolutely nothing to do with her not doing well." Now, here's where things begin taking a different turn, and aside from just the not getting paid allegations, Joseline will start making other allegations involving trafficking women, worshiping the devil, and allegedly her life being in jeopardy. First, she would take to her IG story to say, quote, "Surviving Zeus Network is coming to @Why Are You Here TV, surviving @Lemuel Plummer. This is about to go down. I'm telling it all. Joseline's Cabaret Inc. is in business with them, not Joseline Hernandez." And she has a point. If she did set it up like that, that means she has great business sense and she divided the person from the business. Meaning Joseline's Cabaret Inc. is totally different than the person. The person may be able to go on and do whatever she want to do, just not with Joseline Cabaret, which is why they have control of that show and she can't go anywhere else with it. Now, unless their contract or whatever agreement they had says otherwise, then Joseline just might have a point. Now, on Twitter, she will make some more claims and crazy allegations, as she would tweet saying, quote, @Lemuel Plummer, trafficking young ladies across country lines like Puffy, and the feds are coming for you @FBI. @FBI, let's take him down. He is human trafficking all the ladies from the network, the Zeus Network. He is unethical and he is a mobster." Now, in a since deleted IG post, she would state, quote, "Y'all pray for me. This man is trying to unalive me and my unborn kid. Right now, prayer warriors, I need y'all. I've never been embarrassed of nothing. I've been telling y'all my whole life story for going on 20 years, and I'm not stopping now. This man is trying to unalive me and my baby. I need your help ASAP. These devils in California are trying to destroy me. @50cent, hit me up ASAP. Y'all go flood @50cent page and comments so he can hit me up. Puff Daddy Jr. Surviving the Zeus Network, and @Lemuel Plummer coming soon to Why Are You Here TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe." Now, Joseline will go live and continue exposing the inner dealings of Zeus, according to her, claiming that they're into devil worship, and claims that allegedly Lemmy is trying to have her unalive, according to something he told her when they spoke. Y'all check this out.
How's everybody doing? I wanted to come in here. Excuse my appearance, but I'm truly scared for my life. Lemuel Plummer is a predator. Lemuel Plummer is a predator. He waited until I was pregnant to make threats. He waited until I was pregnant to text my phone about taking my streaming network down. Lemuel Plummer, I'm not saying nothing that is not truth. Everything that I'm saying is truth. You are a predator. You get men and women to beat up people and you pay them. You're a mobster. You're a mobster. You're a predator and you go against women. You go against women that you think are by themselves and that are not going to protect themselves and that are not going to speak up for themselves. Right now, I'm pregnant. I'm 39 years old. I'm pregnant with the first kid of my husband. And you choose to wait till I'm pregnant to say anything to me about my streaming app. You're sending threats to my phone. You have people calling my phone, making threats to my phone, and I'm fear for my life. You're making threats to my phone, Lemuel Plummer. I fear for my life. Everybody in Zeus Network and all the cast members in Zeus Network knows that you pay people to beat up your cast members. They know that you pay people to make your cast members bloody and to harass them and to control their narrative. You're a $1 billion man. You're so upset that I started my own little streaming app that you saying I'm being defamatory towards you. It's not defamation when I'm speaking the truth. You're an evil man, and I'm fearing for my life, and I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time, and every time you come to Miami, you fuck with me. And you didn't think I would let the world know how you being acting like a fucking predator while I'm pregnant. You want to go online and put this fake face on. You want to go online and act like you this good guy. You're not a good person, Lemmy. You're not a good person. You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies? How many times have you paid these people off for them not to take you to court? You're not gonna get away with it, Lemmy. You can't go around harassing people, sending death threat to people, and then going online and saying, oh, I'm being, they just telling lies to me. How many women are going to say the same thing about you and nobody's gonna believe them? How many women, how many young ladies got to go online, Lemuel Plummer, to talk about surviving Zeus Network and surviving the predator, Lemuel Plummer? How many young women? Who's got to get killed? Who's got to get killed? Is it going to have to be me? So you want to kill me with my pregnant baby, Lemuel Plummer? So now you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby? Now you're going to kill me. How many people in your network got to go on live and tell the truth about you, and you act like it's all a lie? How can possibly 100,000 be lying on you and the stuff that you're doing or you're done, Lemmy? You contacted me, you harassing me on my phone, you harassing me on my text messages, telling me to shut down my network because it's direct competition with your network. You trying to stop me from feeding my daughter and feeding my unborn kid? And now you want to kill me, making those threats online? We will deal with this accordingly. What, you gonna have somebody shoot my car up in Miami? That's what you gonna do? You're gonna kill me and my baby, but you going online saying, oh, I know she's pregnant. And I know this is a sensitive space, a sensitive time. No, I was doing just fine. I just had the premiere of Get Money Girls Miami in Miami. I shouted you out. When people was asking, am I competing with other networks? I said, I'm not competing with anybody. I shouted everybody out, and I said, thank you guys for supporting Why You Here TV. All of a sudden, you know I'm pregnant, and you want to start texting me about me taking a picture with somebody that came to support me. Telling my husband I need to take down the network at once. Sending me messages. You're going to deal with this accordingly. Are you going to get somebody to shoot my car up like you do with everybody else? Are you going to get somebody to kill me while I'm pregnant? With my second child? At my old age? You're going to get somebody to kill me and my baby? That's what you want to do to me? After all the years that I gave you, after all the secrets that I kept because you make a threat every time, after all the secrets I kept from you and that network for years, I kept all your dirty secrets from Ashley and all the producers, making girls fight each other, making people hit people with bottles and make people bleed and cut each other. After all the secrets I kept because of your fucking threats, one morning you wake up and you're gonna cut my checks that I'm supposed to be getting in perpetuity because you claim I'm a direct competitor to you? Are you kidding me? Little old me? Little old me? I've been on TV my whole life making all these networks wealthy. I made VH1, Viacom, BT, everybody wealthy. Zeus Network wealthy. As soon as I want to make myself wealthy and do something for my kids. My kids. Now I'm the formation of your character. Your character ain't nothing. Your character is nobody believes your character. You pay people to get beat up, so you're gonna get people to shoot me up in Miami. I'm on my way to the police station to make a report on you because if I come up dead, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, but you know what? I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for me, and I'm gonna fight for everybody that you ever did wrong. You thinking that you can make threats to people, vague threats, or we're gonna deal with it accordingly. You're gonna extend me to get killed. You're gonna put out a hit out on me, Lemmy? You're gonna put out a hit out on the woman that started your company? The woman that made your company be legitimate? 7 years I worked hard to get you to be where you at. And I'm pregnant. Look at my belly. Look at my belly. I'm pregnant. My stomach is out here. I'm a 39-year-old woman. I should not be getting this stress. I haven't done anything to you. I haven't done anything to Zeus Network. And you making threats. You sending me messages. Oh, we're gonna deal with this accordingly. What does that mean? Are you gonna try to get me shot? They found a dead body in Zeus Network office. We ain't hear nothing about that. What happened to that boy that died outside of your network? What happened to that boy? What happened to that body that they found outside of your network? What happened to him? Why we don't hear about that? Defamation of character. You have no character. And the people that works for you, all your producers, they have no character. And for Janisha, after all the times you beat her up, is still working up under you and haven't contacted the FBI to tell them what you done to her. She's a lunatic. And everybody else around is a fucking lunatic. And that's why I started Why You Here TV. Because I wanted to get away from Zeus. Even in my last reunion at the cabaret, y'all didn't even see me on stage. Y'all didn't even see me on stage. I didn't even go on stage. I didn't want to be there. Because I don't want to be around y'all no more. I got with y'all when I was 31 years old, still very young-minded. I was 31 when I got with Zeus Network. Still very stupid in the brain, very dumb, very slow still. Didn't really know just finished Stevie J and Mona and VH1 and my hair was up. I was getting high on and doing stupid shit. I've been clean for going on 4 years. 4 years. And you try to make it relapse. This is the type of predator I speak of. When I speak of a predator like Lemmy, you sending me threats on my messages. Take down my company at once, but you stop my payments. And if I don't take this down or that down, you're gonna see me accordingly. You're gonna kill me? You making those type of threats? You got people calling my phone private, this and that, silence, like, you're not gonna say anything? What are you saying? Where am I so you can come and shoot me up? That's your doing, Lemuel Plummer. That's your doing. That's your doing. Defamatory of character. You have no character. Your whole network is set up from violence. It's nothing but violence in your network. Your network is the most disgusting network in life. It's so much violence going on in your network. It's blood everywhere. Everywhere. It's nasty, it's disgusting. It's devil worshippers all over there. And you're messing with the people over there overseas. And you told me yesterday on the phone, my shareholders, which I ain't gonna say no names yet, my shareholders are calling me about Joseline. So you got people in Israel calling you about me? You got the mobsters from Israel calling you about me while I'm in America with child? At my old age? You trying to kill me. And this is why I say you're trying to kill me. You did it to Scotty, the whole pregnancy. You cheated on Scotty. You beat up Scotty. You talk crazy to Scotty. You abused Scotty. You used her, you misused her. You did everything to that lady while she was with your child. Everything. You know what? I wanted to come in here and address the saying about me like I'm defamatory to him. But you're making threats to me, vague threats, getting people to call my phone and all of that stuff.
Now Lemmy will respond himself about all allegations, including him wanting to do something to her, and he says that is false. Y'all check this out.
I want to start by saying, regarding Joseline, I want to start by saying I'm aware that Joseline is pregnant, and I want to acknowledge that with care and respect. That's a significant life moment, and I understand it can come with a lot physically and emotionally. Like, from a human standpoint, I do have empathy for her. I do, and I'm genuinely happy for her and Ballistic, and I understand the emotions that come with pregnancy. I've seen that up close recently with Scotty. And in fact, hold on, guys. Let me see who this is. Once again, I'm so sorry. Okay, no worries. I'm on live. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys, I'm wearing Vegas. So, no, thank you. I'm good. No, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, Mr. Cleaners. Times are gonna. All right. I know I do have a little disfluency. I do say a lot when I'm talking. I gotta kind of work on that. I'm good. Thank you so much. No, I'm good. I'm on a live right now. Thank you so much. Thanks. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was saying that I'm happy for her and Ballistic. I can relate to that personally. Just, with Scotty and her pregnancy. So I'm not here to attack her or add any stress or unnecessary stress. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow false narratives, allegations to be made about me or the company without addressing them And that's why I'm really speaking on this today. This is not new. This is a pattern of behavior. When things don't go her way, she goes on social media and starts this disparaging and defamation campaign against people who don't either agree with her or who she's upset with, not in just business, but even personally close to her. That's something that I just can't sit back and ignore when it's directed at me and Zeus. I can't. To be clear, we've paid Joseline very well over the years. This is not about what we've paid her. This is about payments moving forward and fulfilling agreed upon obligations, and that's to me equally clear. This is not about a picture with another network owner, which I've seen some people post. It's not about that. It's about pretty much the broader contractual framework she agreed to, including exclusivity, restrictions around direct or indirect competition, and performance-based obligations such as participation and promotion. More recently, it also involves honoring key provisions in her agreement, including non-disparaging, confidentiality, and refraining from making false and defamatory statements, both personally and professionally, regarding Zeus, his executives, me, the team. These are just very standard, clearly defined terms that we agreed on by both parties, and we expect them to be respected just as we uphold on our end. These specific provisions in her agreement that have been breached, we've made an effort to address this privately, respectfully, calmly, in good faith, and we're still willing to do so. That includes multiple attempts to communicate directly, find a resolution without bringing it into the public. Joseline is entertaining. We get it. She's brought value to the platform. We respect that. And we genuinely thought we were beyond this. But at the end of the day, this is business. When you agree to terms, especially around exclusivity, conduct, and professional obligations, you're expected to honor, them, just like you would expect us to honor our commitments. That's all we're asking for: accountability, respect, and what we agreed to. And just so everybody understands, we support all of our content partners. We've always supported our content partners. We love our content partners. We've had a lot of them over the years that we have been working with for a long time. We've tried to create as much real value and opportunities for people that most networks just, wouldn't even take a chance on for various reasons. And when others have gone to pursue additional ventures in the industry or in business, like building their own networks and platforms, like with Ray J, you guys saw he, launched his Tronics network, or when Stunner Girl launched, I believe, her network. We've had meaningful conversations prior to those launches to establish the proper framework, and we've supported those efforts from afar. That's never been the issue. What matters is how it's handled. We have clear protections in place, especially around exclusivity and direct and indirect overlap when it pertains to similar platforms, business models, and content. Those provisions exist for a reason, and they were agreed to by both sides. If someone wants to step outside of that, it has to be done professionally, transparently, and in accordance with the structure of the agreement. No one is trying to stop Joseline at all, or any of our content partners from growing or evolving or continuing to be as successful as they are. No one's trying to ever stop that. They just didn't. You don't know anything about my personal life. You know nothing about my personal life. We've never gone on double dates. We've never hung out. We don't hang out outside of on set. When I've come to set periodically, there's been no personal I've never been to your house. I don't even know where you live. You've never been to my house. And if you have, it might have been for a public event of some sort. I don't know you like that, okay? So to act like these people are calling you and saying these things are just so false. They've never communicated or vented to you about anything that has ever gone on in my personal life with either of them. So just like it doesn't even make logical sense. At the end of the day, all this is happening because you don't want to honor your contract. That's what all this is about. You not honoring your contract. That's it. You don't want to honor your contract, and so we've taken action, rightfully so, and we've tried to reason with you, but I'm not going to allow you to bully me. I'm not going to allow you to create these scare tactics by going on social media and thinking I'm not going to respond. I don't care what the comments say. I don't. They can call me whatever they want. I'm not Diddy Jr. I'm not any of these people that they say. I don't care. I don't care. I know who I am, and I know whose I am. And I have been a great boss to you. I've been a great boss to so many others. I've provided jobs and opportunities. I get it. No one's perfect. Nobody on the planet is perfect. We all have things we have to work on. We all have things we have to grow from. And we all have, I believe we all have things that, we seek sometimes professional help on, or we go to God, we pray. That's just life. That's humans. We're all humans. So, at the end of the day, it's just not cool. So look, as a man, I'm not going to allow you to go on here and try to do what you're doing, and because you're not wanting to honor your agreement, and instead of handling it privately, like we've tried to do, it's turned into this public circus of random accusations that don't even make logical sense. Clearly, I said earlier on my live, you're pregnant. I respect that. Nobody's trying to attack you. Nobody's trying to come for you. I understand hormones are probably all over the place. You're extremely emotional. I'm sure it's probably stressful for Ballistic. I'm sure it's probably stressful for maybe you, and I'm sure for you, but even family members or friends. And I empathize and sympathize with that. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to come on here and disparage my character, me. It's not going to happen. I don't care what the comments say. I don't.
Now here's what I'll say about all this. Lemmy didn't seem too believable in his response, as all he kept saying was, "That's insane." Here's the thing, y'all. Whether you choose to believe what Joseline is saying or not, one thing I could say is that she's not the first one to make these type of claims that she's making. Like we said earlier, you can't tell me everyone saying the same thing are liars, especially when it comes from people who have worked with these same people and know what's going down behind the scenes. Remember when Aaron the Plumber also made some allegations about Zeus and their network? Check this out.
I feel like my life is in jeopardy. 2 people that were on Zeus network are now deceased. Raina Dunlap was on her way to a Baddies audition and was found deceased inside of a abandoned building. Jay Hefner, 1 month after filming with Zeus Network, was mysteriously deceased as well. Why is Zeus Network not saying anything about Raina Dunlap or Jay Hefner? I'm not about to be the third person, so I'm gonna speak out on this. Somebody's definitely been following me. Mysterious stuff has been happening. Somebody mysteriously drove their car through my living room. Okay? Y'all see they created the distraction. They trying to start a beef between me and Kevin Gates. Now, I don't know if Kevin Gates was speaking subliminally, in regards to me after his initial video, but that's the impression that I got. And I thought that a female gave them, because Zeus has been very persistent trying to get my address. I don't know why, because they know I have no interest in dealing with them whatsoever. I had my friend reach out to a female to ask her if she gave Zeus Network my address, and my friend is in his own neighborhood, and 2 hours after asking her, 2 random men come and stab him in the back of his head, and he's now in the hospital. This isn't no coincidence, okay? Look into all the contestants' names on the show. They all have Greek mythology. All names refer to Greek mythology. Look into that, man. Zeus is demonic. I don't have enough money to go against these people. These people want to harm me. This is an attack on blue-collar workers. That's exactly why they're trying to emasculate me in the films that they're showing.
And if you're confused about the Israel thing, when Joseline says someone was calling from there, well, some of you may or may not know this, but we don't know who was calling and asking about her. However, Lemmy's father is a prominent figure in Christian television broadcasting and serves as the first bishop of Israel for the Church of God in Christ. Now, I would go down that rabbit hole, but I think y'all can already see where that's going, so I'll leave that up to y'all. As for Joseline, I would say that we need to keep an eye out for her, just in case something ends up happening to her, because she was big on emphasizing that part. Considering she dealt with them for a long time, I'm sure she knows a lot more than we do, and this is why she's making those claims. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, and how do y'all feel about Zeus, period? I feel a lot of people have been making similar claims about them, and like I said, where there's smoke, there's definitely fire. When it comes to the women on that show, you have some people saying, well, they already know what they signed up for, and I get it. But when you have people making claims that they are taking hits basically to do things to other girls just to make the show a little more satisfying and entertaining to people, that's crazy. Paying somebody an extra $5,000, $10,000 just to beat on this person and beat that person, it's kind of insane. Then when you have girls that are on these shows that make claims like, well, Lemmy don't like me, this is why he allows security guards to put their hands on me, or things like that happen, then one may wonder when you start hearing things like this from Joseline. Then she also said that he pays them so things won't get blown out of proportion or ever hit the courts, and that might sound like it's some truth to it, because we heard that that may have happened allegedly with one of the contestants on the Baddies show by the name of Summer, when her lip was busted and her nose was reconstructed. Now, it's also been claims that allegedly Lemmy likes to get down with the contestants and promises them things in return for them sleeping with him in the bed. Now, we don't know how true that is, but what we could say is this: there's been plenty of women on that show that have said to have relations with Lemmy, and we could only wonder why. Not to mention, he done got some of the girls pregnant on not one, but a few occasions. So whether you believe that he makes sexual advances or try to make favors in return for them sleeping with him, we can only go by what we see, and yeah. Now, Joseline claims that Lemmy is being jealous, and of course he's not gonna admit that he don't want her competing against him, but I think it's common sense. Not to mention, he went through a similar situation like this with Ray J, when Ray J allegedly smacked him because he claims Lemmy was hating that he was starting his own platform, Raycon. So as more come out about this, we'll keep you guys updated, but in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. I'm out. Are you tired of a bunch of social media gurus promising you results with their course, but all they do is take a bunch of information off YouTube and Google, then sell it to you? Well, look no further. Our YouTube Tips and Tricks Masterclass course comes equipped with SEO tips and tricks, along with methods we use to growth hack our YouTube channel. It also includes step-by-step ways to publish your video before uploading to guarantee a great SEO score, therefore your videos can rank and be shown to a bigger audience. Views and subscribers don't come by luck, and just how YouTube have an algorithm, you should have one as well that can guarantee you results. We're doing websites and softwares we personally use to generate money creating Faces YouTube channels. If you also would like to skip the process and just buy other pre-built accounts, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we also threw that in there for you too. We went through trial and error, so you don't have to. Click the link in the description or the comments and get started today.